Across the highway was an introverted woman in her 20s with red hair, sitting at a bus stop. She wore a tan coat covering her dark-sleeved sweater and bell-bottoms. She had a red purse with a strap that hung over her left shoulder. She was sitting alone under the roof of a bus stop, reading a book. I was below the shades of a pine tree, watching her, my hands in the pockets of my winter jacket. It was nearly midnight when I contemplated what to do. Without hesitation, I walked up to her and greeted her. She turned to me and responded with a hi. "Do you mind if I sit beside you?" I asked. She shook her head. "No, it's all right." I nodded, which was followed by another question. "You here for a bus or a friend?" "Bus," she answered. "Why are you asking?" "I'm just curious, trying to start small talk." I chuckled as I sat beside her, not too close so she would be comfortable. "You don't have to start a conversation," she replied, indicating that she was genuinely not interested. "Oh no, it's fine. I like talking," I answered. "Unless you're not interested." She took a while to reply, but then she took a deep breath. "It's okay." I knew she was going to agree. She seemed like that kind of girl. We proceeded to talk about our favorite books and our personal life. It became easier once we got to talk about books. From the info I gathered from her, she mentioned that she was returning from a vacation. Her cab ran out of fuel, so she had to walk for a few miles until she reached the bus stop. She expected to see a sick family member back home once she got on a bus. I simply nodded along as she started to open up. "Is there something wrong?" Her voice interrupted my cloud of thoughts and ideas. I gave her a nervous look. "Oh, no. Sorry, I zoned out there for a second." She didn't mind it, although she found it strange at first. Finally, a bus rose from the horizon. Our conversation ended as the bus came nearer. After we entered the bus and sat in our seats, we began talking again. When the bus started to move, I was excited, but I didn't show it. Our conversation turned to the topic of movies, to which we shared our reviews of them. When the bus pulled to her stop, I got out of the bus with air before the bus was completely out of sight. I enjoyed those nights very much. It was like how I fantasized it would be: strong excitement. Each virile stab to her young, tender chest was vastly satisfying, even though it wasn't my first. It got better with each girl I dealt with. Knowing that I left their carcasses exposed to the freezing weather while I walked away warms me with lust.